Michael, Bill revealed that he likes to play hardball, and that's his negotiating style. But let's talk about negotiating styles a bit. What do you think is often best when selling a business? What kind of negotiating styles you find, is the most appropriate, and do different factors play into the negotiating style that you might use?
It really is all over the place. So if we have clients that want us to be bulls, we'll be bulls. If they want us to be lambs, we'll be lambs. So I think it really depends on what our clients want. The other 50% is what is the other side like, and what's been the relationship up until that point in time. And so certain people you can just tell they are, if they think you're weak, they will run you over. And what we find is the negotiations start the very first phone call. And so, we're not going to lie down on an NDA. We negotiate NDAs pretty hard. We want people to know they're not going to just say, hey, well, that's the way we do it. And so by the time you're at the purchase and sale agreement, you know what the person is like and and their style. And so I think that's very important, but we really try to tailor it to the situation. We have a situation where you're negotiating, as I think Bill mentioned, and there's only one buyer. You're going to negotiate a little bit differently than if you have 5, 10 buyers and the price keeps getting bid up over and over again. So there's a lot to negotiation, and I really don't want you to walk away thinking there's one style that fits all.
Yeah, let me jump in there, John. I do enjoy the hardball, but I agree with Michael. You have to read your client and the other side as well. And when I wanted to pick the other group out, that's because I knew we were in a strong position. I knew they were in a weakened position because of their mismanagement and how much money they spent excessively on their due diligence process. And so a big part is reading and understanding when can I push hard, and to Michael's point, when do we need to lie down and be a lamb to get something done?
Simon, what are your thoughts on negotiating style?
Yeah, I agree with both Michael and Bill. I often say to my clients that if you want me to get that point, I will negotiate as hard as I can for you. But so long as you understand this is the likely outcome, and this is what it's going to lead to, and it could lead to the other side walking away. As long as they know what the implications are of taking that stance, and 99 times out of 100, we will get it absolutely spot on because that's experience. We know what the other side, why they're asking for that point, and if my client wants me to go against them on that, fine. But you've got to understand what could happen. I think also that I've been involved recently in reducing price by 10% 2 days before completion, just last month. And to my mind, I had to get my client to the position where don't just reduce it, let them know that they can get that back at some point in the future. So we did construct an earn out around that because it was around profits that we believed it was part of a discontinued operation, and we believed it was more profitable than we were being told. So we've said, fine, if you can get to the profit number that you said you will for next year, we'll give you that 2.5 million back. And that's where we want to end up. If we can get the end of the first 12 months at that profit number, then they were right, and we're happy to pay for that. So it's always trying to give the other side the rationale, but an opportunity to get back to the position they were thought they're going to be. If they can't, well, they'll pay the price for it.
Yeah, great points. And I think going back to one point that Bill said is, using an investment banker just takes the emotion out of it. So there are a lot of different negotiating styles that can be used, but it's more of, what's appropriate in the situation. So just if you come off as the guy that's the bull in a china shop, it's more of a strategy rather than have emotional involvement in it. And I think there's advantages to that using an investment banker. Gentlemen, thank you for this. I appreciate it. This is a great conversation on negotiations.